Welcome back. Let's get straight into it. Today, we're talking about high school part 2, baby. Yeah. So junior year, starting off, not gonna lie, depressed as fuck. For the main reason that right before the school year started, me and my girlfriend broke up. It was a very sad time. And we were dating for about, I would say, a little over a year. So it did hurt a lot, especially because she was my first girlfriend. But that whole story is for a different day. Me and her relationship. See if we can find a cave. So I started off the year hella depressed, kind of unmotivated. But I had a good amount of friends with me. They all supported me. They all helped me out when I needed it the most. And a few months go by. Not much happens, but there's this girl. I've talked about her before. We started yapping, yada yada yada. Started yapping, getting to know each other. And then eventually we started dating. And everything was good from there. And junior year is the first year I really started kind of like breaking out of my shell even more than I did sophomore year. Ow! Ow! Because at the beginning of junior year, the same friend that got me into football was doing track. And he was like, hey, you should come join track. So I did join track. Not gonna lie, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna do track? I can't run for shit. But then he was like, oh, we don't have to run. All we gotta do is throw this frisbee and then boom, we'll be good. So that's what I did. I joined track, started throwing discus for them. And honestly, oh my lordy lord, that freaking goon squad of throwers I had to deal with every day. There's this one kid. His last name was basically a slur, not even gonna lie with you. Only thing this motherfucker would talk about all day was yeet this, yeet that. And, I think it's funny for like maybe half a week. But like day in, day out, all this motherfucker talked about was yeet. And he didn't look like the type to even listen to rap. Okay? He's the type to listen to like classical. That's what he looked like. He was kind of built like a pear. He was built like that one guy from Big Mouth. But all he did was talk about yeet. But honestly, track season went pretty well. For my first year, I didn't do too bad. I was the top of JV. Subtle flex. Not really. Top of JV ain't a flex. But it was a flex to me. And as I mentioned in the last story time, I was still doing show choir. This year, it was a pretty freaking good year. We didn't win too much, but every single show was better than the last show, which is an accomplishment within of itself, which I'm proud of. And for show choir this year, we went to Orlando, Florida, Universal Studios. And that's where all these stories come from. So we get to Orlando, and we all know we're going to Orlando. Oh my god, everyone's so excited. Harry Potter this, Harry Potter that. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my own wand, my own butterbeer. Everyone was so excited. We all had to create groups of 10 because, we're kids wandering around a big old park. They don't want us getting lost or something. I don't know. Maybe keep us accountable. Wink, wink. My group of 10, it was a bunch of my friends and then this random gooner. Oh my god, a dead-end cave? What the fuck? What the fuck? We get to Orlando, everything's chill. And then my friend, he's a little bit of a trouble guy, not gonna lie. But he's a good kid at heart. I promise. Don't listen to the story if you want to keep him a good guy. We get to our hotel room and we all unpack. And my friend, out of nowhere, pulls out a tattoo gun. And I go, ooh. Alrighty. Pulls out a little tattoo gun and starts tatting himself up. Which, I mean, teach their own, But like, in a hotel room in Orlando, you're giving yourself a tattoo? But alright. Holy iron. So that was like the first little weird thing. Then comes the first day in the Universal Studio parks. Me and my friends. I actually no, I didn't come up with this idea at all. They came up with this idea. They made a challenge, and the challenge was who can lick, wink wink, the most items. Them being testosterone-filled boys go, oh, I can do this. I can lick everything. That no one's gonna notice. The day goes by. Every single store we go in, it's like a fucking scavenger hunt. And oh my gosh, were they good at it. It was scary how good they were at it. Oh my. Every single store we went in, they boom, 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 in and out like that. And I'm like, that's not good for you, good for you. But I no, that's too scary for me. There's a lot of people around here, and I'm not getting caught licking stuff. So they keep doing their own thing. First day goes successful, and no one gets caught. Everyone's ecstatic for everything they licked. Then day 2 rolls around, and this is when it gets a little scary. When the Simpsons part of the park, and my troubled friend is in the shop with one of the other friends in the group. Out of nowhere, this lady comes out from like the fucking shadow realm, grabs his shoulder and says, "You can come with me." And he goes, "Oh fuck." You know your ass is cooked when someone says you can come with me. And what made it so bad is he had a big bag full of everything that he licked. So he was just carrying that. And he tried to pass it off to the friend. And the lady goes, No. Bring the bag with you. So that's when he went, "Oh fuck." That's when shit started hitting the fan. He got escorted all the way to the security. He tells us that it was like that scene from Toy Story 3 with the monkey on the cams. That's exactly how he described the security room at Universal Studios. Which, I mean, I believe him. Everywhere I looked, there was a camera there. So we're trying to come up with a plan to get my boy free, because if our director figured out about this, our ass was eaten. Like, nom 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 nom, pink eye. So he comes up with a plan. And he was able to convince the security guard that he was just some kid on a trip with some friends for summer break. And she bought it beautifully. Then she says, "Bring one of your friends that are 18 plus. Luckily enough, we had a friend that was 18 plus. So a friend that's 18, he goes to the security center to pick him up. And as he gets to the security center, he gets a call from a friend that's detained, saying that one of the directors came and got him. Which is, oh fuck. Because apparently some other bitch ass kid came up with the same idea of licking stuff. When that kid got caught, he started crying, sobbing. Mind you, adult ass man, grown ass man started crying that he got caught doing something illegal. He started crying, and then he caved in and like told her that, like, "Oh, we're here on a school trip, yada yada yada." The other kid in the group, he gets caught and confesses, and then calls the director and is like, "I got caught." He starts sobbing, yada yada, like a little bitch. I want Pink Force. He starts sobbing, and then that's when the director came and picked him up. And then when he picked up the other kid, they found my friend, and they got him before we were able to get him. So if that little bitch wouldn't have fucking cried, we would have gotten away scot-free. But no. He got caught, kicked out the group. Very sad moment. But our junior year was pretty good, other than that part. Prom was really fun. I got some pretty cute photos from prom. I looked pretty good in the photos. I had a nice little pink suit. And prom, oh my god, prom was a little goon fest though. My school doesn't do prom usually at our school. We usually have some venue that we rent out. And for junior year, our school rented out the music hall in downtown. Which, I mean, pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. But it's also in downtown. It's a little bit of a drive, but prom was very fun. And at prom, that's when it was a little goon fest, because right before prom, the TikTok Riz party was popping. So everyone was fucking, fucking chanting Carnival. And so, the DJ had to slap that bitch on. And I mean, shit, it did slap, but still. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm gonna make a smiley face right here. That's cute. But junior year was honestly very fun. I love junior year. Senior year, though. I decided to take AP classes. And, oh my god, I should not have taken AP classes. I'm a smart kid, alright? But I was a lazy ass motherfucker. I didn't want to do shit. Anyway, senior year starts off like any other year. Nothing too cray-cray. But then like around the middle of the school year, I start getting stressed. And it's like, you know, it's partly from school, but it's also like knowing that fuck, I'm about to graduate. Fuck, I'm old as hell. It's a little sad, but it happens to everyone, you know. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, I'm cool. Look at that. Senior year, I was just getting stressed out about everything. Oh my gosh, it was a very sad time. But I got through it. I like to say it was eventful, but kinda not. I barely went to school senior year. I was about to get truancy, but nah. If I have any advice to give for my senior year, dead ass, don't take AP classes. Unless you know you're gonna take that class in college, don't take it. Why would you put yourself through that? That's booty. But if you're gonna like take it, if you're gonna go into that in college, yeah, take it. Cause then you're just gonna be taking the same shit next year, and in half the time. So just take it when you have a full year to do it. Duh. But high school was good. A lot of good memories, a lot of bad memories, but I would say it was worth it. Went by too fast. And remember, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.